calling, and welcome to the Manchester Report. Broadcasting live from beautiful Wendell Minks Theater in downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. That's Manchester, New Hampshire, not to be confused with Manchester, England, which does have a better soccer team and accents, but worse weather. Here in the Queen City, and yes, that is what they call it, apparently New Hampshire ran out of creative city nicknames after Live Free or Die. We've got everything you could want in a mid-sized American city. Affordable housing. If you consider $400,000 for a two-bedroom affordable. Great local businesses. And, according to recent reports, the most competitive guinea pig insurance market in the Northeast. That's right, folks. Apparently there's a booming market for guinea pig insurance here in Manchester. I mean, I didn't even know that was a thing. What are you insuring them against? Tiny heart attacks? Wheel-related injuries? Probably getting kidnapped by overly enthusiastic children. Yes, hello Allstate. I'd like to report that Mr. Whiskers has been involved in a pellet-related incident. But seriously, Manchester's economy is thriving. The city has attracted businesses from all over with their competitive tax rates and what city officials describe as surprisingly efficient problem resolution. I just love municipal euphemisms. Surprisingly efficient? Yeah, that's like saying your relationship with your ex is cordially catastrophic. Now, on the topic of local business success stories, we've got some fascinating guests tonight. We'll be talking with some prominent figures in Manchester's business community about entrepreneurship, family dynamics, and the challenges of running organizations in today's complex world. But first, let me tell you about Manchester's latest infrastructure project. They're installing new elevators throughout the city, apparently provided by a company called Going Up and Down. No, I am not making this up. Going Up and Down. That's either the most honest company name ever, or someone in marketing has given up entirely. What's next? A restaurant chain called Food Goes in Your Mouth? Maybe a bank called We Hold Your Money? Probably. Though I do have to say, if you're gonna name an elevator company Going Up and Down, well, that's pretty much the most truthful advertising I've ever heard. It's refreshingly direct. Unlike those fancy elevator companies with names like Vertical Transportation Solutions or Elevation Dynamics, just call it what it is, man. Anyways, Manchester also boasts some unique local radio programming. There's apparently a very popular advice show hosted by someone called Wendell Minks. And folks, I've listened to this show. The advice ranges from questionable to, well, let's just say if you're taking life guidance from late night radio in New Hampshire, you might want to reconsider expanding your advisory board. Dear Wendell, my neighbor keeps borrowing my lawnmower without asking. Have you considered world domination? That usually solves property disputes. But hey, that's just local flavor for you. Every city's got their characters, unique businesses, and their own way of doing things. Next, let's move on to the news. Now, I was reading today that Congress is debating whether to increase funding for national security agencies. Apparently, there's growing concern about international espionage and shadowy organizations operating within our borders. Shadowy organizations? In America? Come on, the most secretive thing in my neighborhood is Mrs. Henderson's cookie recipe. And even that's just chocolate chip with walnuts. She told me after 3 beers at the block party. But you know what really gets me? These politicians keep talking about transparency and accountability, while simultaneously funding agencies that we've never heard of, doing things they can't tell us about in places that don't officially exist. Yeah, that's like your teenagers saying they need money for school supplies, while being suspiciously vague about which school and what kind of supplies. Trust me, Dad, it's for learning stuff. And don't even get me started on the new public-private partnerships everyone's talking about. Apparently, private companies are now helping with national security? I can hardly wait for what's next. Schmarblucks running the CIA? Yeah, I'll have a grande latte and some classified intelligence on Russian operations. Extra foam. Though, knowing Schmarbucks, they'd probably spell Putin wrong on the cup anyway. We've got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Abigail Herrera and Grendel Jinx. Join us after the break, won't ya?